Hello, coaches. This is Tony Husted, and I wanted to take a moment and talk to you about the coaching mindset. And over the years, many people have called me a coach's coach. I've coached hundreds of coaches, helping them to build their coaching practices. I've mentored hundreds of students approaching their PCC who are seeking their ICF credential, and I've trained thousands of coaches. And one of the most interesting things to me is how many coaches never move forward with their coaching. They never make that big shift. They never put themselves out there, really lean into the coaching. And recently, about a month ago, I had an idea based on a conversation I was having with a coach. And I realized that most of these coaches, many of these coaches, the number one challenge that faces them is that they don't believe deeply. They don't own, they haven't embodied within themselves this commitment, this intent. They haven't bought in fully and completely to the transformative power of coaching. It's still this thing, it's this capability, it's this skill that they want to learn. It's a bunch of techniques and tools and processes, but they've never owned it. They've never taken it in and said, I am a coach, and coaching transforms lives. And so I started this pondering, I started this ongoing conversation with myself and others of why is that? Why don't coaches believe in coaching? They take a lot of time, effort, energy, and often a big investment of money. And they try to move forward with their coaching. They get to the end of a coach training, and next thing you know, they're not coaching. They're gone back to what it is that they're trying to get out of, and they sort of resign themselves into this, well, maybe I'll just add coaching to what it is that I already do. And I came to a conclusion that I'd like to pose to you, and I'd love to get your comments down below in the comments section here. But what I've found is so many of these coaches have never actually hired a coach. They've never worked with a transformative coach. And I'm not talking about, some out there woo-woo type of transformation. I'm talking about a coach that works in the area that they themselves are looking to work in. And it's not about working with somebody else in your class who's taking the same training as you. They're coming out of the same box as you are. Their belief, their skill set is in a similar frame that yours is in. I'm talking about somebody who's out there doing what you want to do with the skill set that you want, changing the world in the way that you want to. They are the type of person you want to be like when it comes to coaching. They're out there contributing to the world in the way similar, in some fashion, linked to the way you want to transform the world. Who's out there actually doing it? And again, it's not about guinea pig coaching. Hey, I coach you, you coach me. Can I practice this on you? It's actually one term I'd love for all coaches, especially beginner coaches, is to get out of their vocabulary. Don't do guinea pig coaching. Hey, friend, will you be my guinea pig for me? No, coach them. Step in, own it. And coach people to transform their lives in a way that coaching can. And probably more importantly, hire that coach. You made the investment, you made the commitment to coaching. Take it to that next step. I really feel that until you have hired a coach and seen the full transformative power of coaching, firsthand, you've lived it, you've breathed it, you've experienced it, it's integrated in and through your body. Once you've done that, once you really buy in to coaching in that way, because you've experienced it yourself, it is going to propel you as a coach so much more powerfully than an additional certification, another training, some more alphabet to put behind your name. And I get asked regularly, oh, Tony, what additional course should I take? What should I study? Should I take this new course over here? This company's pushing this program. And I've pulled back over the years from recommending those programs. And I want to again emphasize something here that I think is just absolutely key. Go back to whatever course it is you've already taken and work back through it. If you haven't worked through that material 2, 3, 4 times, then go back and work through it. Whatever you haven't embraced and really deepened your ability to do, go back and work on that. I'm going to guess that you probably have 10 to 15% of what you really learned and what was offered up to you. If you took a high quality coach training, you've only begun to scratch the surface of what's really possible. I still go back to some of the material that I first learned in 2001 and I rework back through it, and it deepens each time that I work through it. And so if you haven't done those two things, you haven't embraced fully the full width and breadth and depth of the program that you've already taken, and you haven't had an amazing coach that inspired you and moved you forward, then don't take anything else. Don't take any additional trainings. Don't get a bunch more certifications. Don't think, oh, I've got to get a personality certification of how to do personality typing. Take what you have and embrace it and deepen it, and hire a coach who's going to give you that experience of what the true power of coaching is. When you've done that, I believe you will move forward with your coaching in a powerful way, and you'll be able to start working in the world and creating what it is you originally set out, what your intention was when you started out that journey. And I think it's going to be even more meaningful and purposeful than you could have ever imagined. Thanks for taking the time to watch my video. Please leave a comment of your thoughts down there in the comments, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks, and have an awesome day.